Pierre. Wanted to talk about last week's recorder, dated April 18, 2008. Sorry I didn't get to it sooner, but boy, I've really been busy. But I'm going to talk to you about the Indianapolis Recorder of April 18th, and we're going to find some nice pictures of Carolene Mays in here. Now, Carolene is using this her newspaper to get around campaign finance laws. And as you can see, this was dealing with the candidate forum they had over at Barton House. As you can see, Carolene Mays is prominently displayed here at the top of the page. There's a good picture of Woody Myers right there. And then, you know, Carolene is back down here at the bottom of the article. Then, but watch this, friends. Then you turn the page, and then on page A7. Now, see, this is the type of thing that just really gets under my skin, and this photo right here, friends. Now, here we've got on page A7 of the April 18th issue a beautiful color photo of Carolene Mays and a little doggy named Izzy here, and it says, "Support your Humane Society of Indianapolis." Now, who paid for this ad? Did she pay for it, or did the Humane Society pay for it? If the Humane Society paid for it, then that's a federal no-no. If she paid for it, I think that's a no-no too. Basically, what we've got here, well, you know, the Humane Society is a non-for-profit, I believe, and I think we're going to have to find out about that, because it looks like the Humane Society is endorsing her. I don't think they can do that, especially 30 days before a primary. And is she endorsing them, or what? Or what's going on here? And there's no disclaimer. As you can see, she's a federal candidate for office, and these are the types of things that are being shown in this newspaper, if you want to call it that. This is not a newspaper, and you know, as I remind you, they did not do the story of my shooting when I got shot at Starbucks. She did not print that story. There's also other pictures of Carolene in here somewhere, and I think I'm getting to it. Should have had it marked already. I think it's right here in the business section. And here it is. Here's another picture of Carolene, showing Carolene doing her thing at this healthcare kickoff, and there she is, being the concerned candidate, and they said that she's a candidate in the 7th congressional race. Now, people say, well, she can do this because it's her paper. No, she can't do this because she's a federal candidate for office. And she is not entitled to the press exception because she is a candidate for federal office, and this paper is under her control. Now, getting right to it, we also need to look into whether there is collusion between Carolene Mays and the Indianapolis Star, that editor over there, Dennis Ryerson. I believe he's a bought and paid for newsman, and this is why. You guys will remember the passing of Miss Carson. Now, Miss Carson was buried on a Saturday, and they had the funeral photos in the Sunday edition, December 23rd, 2007. And here's a picture of Sam holding the flag for his mother. Okay, now, this was probably one of the biggest issues of Sunday editions of the Indianapolis Star in 2007, the passing of Julia Carson. And now why, friends, in that same edition, in the Indy Sunday section of that edition, do we have none other than Carolene Mays and a picture of her then fiance Fred Medley, but they're now married. And then you look at that section where it says The Buzz, and it says Democratic politician, banker, and banker to marry, and then there's the picture of Fred and Caroline. Now, friends, this is coordination. It's coordinated. And this was done, the Indianapolis Star put Carolene Mays in that newspaper for maximum exposure. Friends, that is downright ridiculous. And also, real quickly, so we can go, you remember that issue of Don't Forget Z. May Jimison's Foundation. This was the Friday, March 14th, 2008 edition. And as you'll see, right under our beloved Z. May Jimison's, the late Z. May Jimison's picture, there's a blank strip. During that week, I had called the Federal Communications Commission and Channel 8 and told them that they cannot keep Carolene Mays on that news program. She is now a federal candidate, and this was March 14th. She'd been on that news program for about 4 to 5 weeks, and they'd had it on Channel 8. The question is, why did Channel 8 keep Carolene Mays on that news program 4 to 5 weeks after she became a federal candidate? That needs to be investigated. Because, you know, I work at a printing press. I'm not supposed to know FCC regulations. That's Jeff White's job over at Channel 8. He kept her on 5 weeks after she became a federal candidate. We need to find out, friends, and we need to find out soon. Thank you, Pierre Quincy Pullins for Congress.